Hey, do you guys know what the mitochondria does?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Nolan, could you tell me what it does?
It's the powerhouse of the cell.
What does the powerhouse of the cell mean?
I don't know.
I'm Ziphron.
Hello, I'm Isabella.
Hi, I'm Rush, and we'll tell you why it's really the powerhouse of the cell.
The outer membrane contains proteins known as porins that allow for the movement of ions in and out of the mitochondria, and has enzymes involved in the elongation of fatty acids and the oxidation of adrenaline. The inner membrane contains a variety of enzymes such as ATP synthase and transport proteins that regulate the movement of metabolites in and out of the matrix. Mitochondrial DNA, which is maternally inherited, is different from DNA that's in the nucleus, as it's small, circular, and only has around 16,500 base pairs that encode for different proteins that are specific for the mitochondria. The matrix is the space within the inner membrane of the mitochondria and is known to contain enzymes of the Krebs and fatty acid cycles, alongside DNA, RNA, ribosomes, and calcium granules. The inner membrane is arranged into cristae in order to increase the surface area available for energy production via oxidative phosphorylation. The endosymbiont theory is the theory that mitochondria were at one time prokaryotic organelles. However, they were engulfed by another cell to possibly make the first eukaryote or a more developed organelle. There are multiple proofs for this theory, including mitochondria have their own protein biosynthesis machine and their own ribosomes. They also have double membranes like prokaryotes. They have their own genetic material in the form of DNA. They grow and develop independently, just like a prokaryote would. And in addition, all chloroplasts also have mitochondria, which shows that plant cells come after. A nice acronym to remember these by is MADDR, and we can see this on the slide.
The mitochondria has a lot of roles and functions, such as cellular respiration, cellular energy production, calcium homeostasis, metabolism, cell growth, cell death, oxidative radical regulation, nerve conduction, synthesis of biomolecules, and its role in disease. But in this class, or as far as we've gotten so far, we only care about a couple of these. So when we consume food, glucose is broken down to release energy. In order to do that, the mitochondria is vital. Arguably, the most important role of mitochondria is cellular respiration. Cells need energy for many purposes, and that involves enzymes and phosphate. And that is dependent on the energy that is supplied by the mitochondria of the cell. And Isabella is going to go into more detail about how this is actually done.
The process of breaking down glucose into usable energy by the cell is known as cellular respiration. Cellular respiration involves three main steps: glycolysis, the Krebs cycle, and the electron transport chain. Two of these steps occur in the mitochondria, which are the Krebs cycle and the electron transport chain. In the Krebs cycle, 2 ATP molecules and 4 CO2 molecules are created. This is done by enzymes embedded in the matrix of the mitochondrial cell. These enzymes take the 2 pyruvic molecules produced from glycolysis. In the electron transport chain, oxygen is reduced to form water in the inner membrane, and ATP is produced at the end. In addition to breaking down glucose, mitochondria are also known to play a role in breaking down large polymers, such as carbohydrates and fatty acids. The structure of mitochondria is crucial to its role in these processes. The inner membrane is folded to give space for important enzymes and molecules, such as the ones needed for cellular respiration. Do you know what the powerhouse of the cell does?
Bye.